Hi guys, I'm back. It's been a few months since I've posted any videos or anything like that, but I'm back. I've been really busy with my dogs, and work, so today's video I'm gonna show you what a brand new Dreamcast looks like and all the packaging, everything that is included in the box. So if you're out there on the hunt for a brand new Dreamcast, I'm gonna tell you all the things to look out for, because you do get a lot of people that use retro whitening or something on the consoles and they're flogging them off as brand new when they're not. So I'm going to tell you how to tell if you've got a brand new Dreamcast or not. Okay, but first up, my pickups that I've got was I got 27 new front covers for the Dreamcast cases. I kept 10 of these, just for backup, just in case any of my cases get broken. And there's some more. They're in packs of 2. So, and a couple of pickups that I got for the PlayStation 4. The Last of Us Remastered and The Last of Us Part 2. So I can't wait to get stuck into them. It's going to be awesome. In that bundle that I bought, I got 8 new cases. So I've got 18 cases. So I'm quite happy at that. If I see any more, I don't want to buy too many of them, because they take up quite a bit of space, especially when they're all bubble wrapped. So, okay, and I've got another 15 of the fronts sitting on a shelf. So I'm going to be flogging them on eBay, try and get a bit of cash back on them. Right, so what we've got here is a brand spanking new Dreamcast. Okay, so I'm going to tell you the things to look out for with these consoles, because, as I said, you get a lot of people that are flogging them off as new and they're not new. Okay, so I'm going to tell you the things to look out for. So the number one thing that you want to look out for on the box is this code here. Make sure that that matches with the console, because you get a lot of people that are buying second-hand consoles, whitening them, and the code on the console doesn't go with the box, so you know that it's been reconditioned. Okay, and packaging wise, this is what you want to look out for. Obviously the controller's there, so make sure that it's like that. This has been unpackaged. I've checked everything, so I've even tested the actual console, just to power it on and things like that. So, brand new spanking controller. And a way to check it, that if this is new, is check the wire. Actually, have a good look at the wire, to see if there's any dirt or things like that on it. And also the label here, because that does get grimy over time. So that's a good indication to tell if you've got, a good new console anyway. And this little, I think it's a port protector here. Okay, so check that. Put that back in the baggie. And always check this as well, because in a new console as well, when they're packing it, it's, they sort of tuck the wire in the controller sort of thing there. Okay, it might not be the case for every packaging, and there's some of them have sellotape on the bags, around here. Okay, it's usually the thin tape that's on them. Okay, now for your Dream Key, your discs will be here. If you've got that little compartment, your discs will be underneath. Okay, along with the Dream On collection. Now you'll either get I think you'll get Dream On Collection Volume 1 or 2. It depends, because on the box it'll just say demo disc. It won't tell you which version. And version 1.5 of the Dream Key. Okay. You get a helpline number. Okay. So make sure you've got that. And you get the Dreamkey Manual. This is just for like your internet browser, you know, to set it up. And next you will get a Dream Arena. So basically this is just showing you all the things that you were able to do on the website and things like that, like purchases and, you know, connecting to other people. And in here is your Dream Arena terms and condition booklet. So that's everything that you get in this little holder compartment with the CDs and stuff like that. Okay. And then you will get your RF cable. Now, an easy indication to tell if it's been used is to actually look at this port. This hasn't been used, so it's an easy indicator because it does get a bit of wear and tear. See where the two dots are? When you're clipping it in and out, you'll see two lines on the metal, and that's a good indicator that this has been used. And again, you'll get sellotape on the baggie for it. Now, some RF cables do come in a plain poly bag with none of this caution or anything on it, so don't be alarmed with that. There's two different kinds of packaging, as I know, for the PAL consoles. Up next, so if you see it like that, your Dreamcast should come packaged like that, but there is another packaging where it's just like half of this holder and it's like just a plain bit of cardboard that goes over the top. So don't be thinking that when you get the Dreamcast you're like, oh, they've not included like the inserts. Some Dreamcasts do come like that. As long as half of it's like this sort of like brown texture, and then the top half's like this, it sort of like folds over and just goes over the top on top. Okay, so in this little compartment here, this is like your instruction manual. I just want to be careful with this box, I don't want to damage it at all. So inside here you get the Dreamcast manual. Okay. And that's your Sega warranty. And this is like additional regulatory statements. Okay. This is the instructions for, well, it's like a little, yeah, it's kind of like an instruction to tell you what switch to put it on the RF unit. Okay. Now you have a little how to save 33% on the only official Dreamcast magazine. And I've seen this loads and loads of times with people advertising them on eBay. They have all the documentation out. You also get this as well, your Dreamcast controller. Do you know what I mean? So look out for everything that I've stated here. Okay, that's everything that you get. There is some PAL consoles on here where you get a caution, a yellow caution on here, and you get a yellow leaflet that goes into the CD compartment. Now I think that's for like where if you buy the console from Italy, France and things like that. Okay, but this is a UK console. Okay, so put this back in the baggies. So make sure you've got this and this and this and this and your warranty card and obviously your instruction manual. Now we'll put them back in. Now unfortunately, as you know, like the Dreamcast, it's like 22 years old, is it now? the battery on the consoles die. So unfortunately this one is the same. The batteries went dead on it. So it's one of them things where you've got to set the time and date on it all the time. I'm not going to solder a battery on that. I'm going to leave the console the way it is. So up next is the console. Okay, now as I said, you'll get two kinds of packaging on this. You'll get this packaging with the little top protector on it to stop the console from like rubbing against the box and stuff like that. But there's also another packaging where it's just half of that, and then you've got a plain bit of cardboard that sort of folds over the top. So don't be alarmed with that. It's fine. So here is the console. Now I'm gonna show you if you can tell if it's been tampered with or anything. Okay, it's a few things just to look out for. Right, so again, if it's brand new, this will be sealed over and taped underneath, sorry. Okay. And there you have it. That's a brand new Dreamcast. So another telltale sign if this has been used is like, if you see that the open and the power are a bit, how could I put it, a bit yellowed. Okay, a lot of people miss out on these things. If that's been yellowed, then you know it's been reconditioned. It's been retro whited or whatever you call it. Another indication is you can't really see, is the controller ports. Okay, if controller port A has not got any dust on it, but the rest do, it's been used. Okay, because obviously that person's just used one controller port to play the games. Okay, another indication as well is here. Make sure that this code goes with the box code. Okay, then you'll know that it's not been reconditioned. Okay, another indication that if the console's been used is here. You will see scratch marks on it. This is for when it's like lying on a unit and people move the console and things like that. Another indication is these rubber feet. Okay, these wear down and they get grime in them. Okay, and another indication is in here, when people are cleaning them, they leave that out, and that's all gunky and grimy in here. Okay. Now, another indication as well is in here. Sometimes that isn't clean. And in there as well. Okay. As you can see, that's pristine. Absolutely pristine. Okay. And another indication, this does have a fingerprint on it because when I opened it, I did put a fingerprint on it. Okay. But if you take this off, and if that's got fingerprints all over that metal, it will have one. There's one. That's the one that I put on it when I was checking it. If that's got fingerprints on it, you just know that it's either been opened or it's been tampered with in a way, because why would you use that? If it was new, why would you use it? Why would you take this off? Okay. So that's just a little indication as well. Another one is in at your phone port. That's got dust in it. Then yeah, it's been used. In here for your RF connector and your serial port. If they've all got dust in them, it's been used. Okay, you can't get dust in the package. Do you know what I mean? When it's all bagged up and stuff like that. So just little indicators, guys. If you're after like a new Dreamcast, just like myself when I got mine's, you know, look out for these little indications, especially with the documentation. That's a must. That's a must. So another thing that you'll see is I put the power cord in there. It was actually on top. I've just put it in there because I didn't want anything getting damaged, so I put it in there and it fits perfectly. So another indication that if you've got, now this should be in there, which it is. Okay, so this comes included. Okay, Sometimes this will just be in the box and it won't be in this poly bag. There's two sorts of poly bags that you get. You get ones like this, and you get like a more firmer one. It's more thicker and it's clearer. Okay, and that's your telephone wire. Okay, I think I'm not entirely sure. I need to read up on it. I haven't really looked into that, but I'm sure it's 15 meters if I remember. Okay, so that's all your packaging that you're supposed to get with the UK console. Okay, so we'll put all this back. I mean, a lot of people might not want a new one, but even if you're just after, like, you know, your console, sorry, I'll skip this bit. Your console goes in like that, by the way. You know, there's a little curve there, so. So even if you're after just one that's in really, really good nick, you know, and you want all the documentation, you know now what to look out for when you're buying one. Okay. And remember, guys, if it's new, it's going to be taped. It's going to be taped underneath. Okay. So we'll put this one back. And there we go. You also get people that are selling the boxes on their own, which I think's a bit dodgy. They're making the boxes now, you know, so, but they haven't got the codes on them, you know, like I was saying. So just be wary of that if you see one and you're like, oh, that looks really new, that box is in mint condition, check if it's got the code on it first, because you're going to find it hard pressed to find a brand new Dreamcast that hasn't, I mean, got any box damage at all. This has got basically nothing. Basically nothing. There's a little mark on the front, which is, it's nothing really. For a console this old and to find it in this condition, you know, it's good enough for me. So I'll just put that back on top, and then this goes here. Okay. So it goes like that. Okay. So the controller in there. Okay. And then all your documentation for the Dream Arena and things like that. Okay. So put that back in. If I can get there. Sometimes I've done that bit wrong, excuse me. Right, so there. And there, it goes like that. Okay, the boy flap goes down first, then this. Okay. And then all your demo keys and things like that. Sometimes you will get packaging where the discs are actually inside that cardboard where the Dreamcast sits on. You know, it'll be underneath, but I don't know if this seems to be like, if I can get that one in, this seems to be like one of the updated packaging as well. Another good indication as well to see if this console has been like used is, you know, it's like in here, you know, if these are all torn and things like that, then you know that it's been used. Right, so we'll have a closer look at the box. So that's the sides. Always check that code, guys. Make sure it matches the console. Make sure that matches the console. So here's the front. As I said, it's just a little bit of wear, but it's nothing. I mean, in person it's nothing. You know, the camera seems to pick it up a bit better. So yeah. So that's it. That's a brand spanking new Dreamcast. Okay. So I know it's been a while, so I hope you've enjoyed my video, guys. Don't forget to comment, like and subscribe, and I will catch you later. Cheerio.